First, a cold case cracked nearly 20 years after a 93-year-old woman was brutally murdered. Harris County prosecutors say they have solved a Heights area murder mystery. Novell McKissack was killed in her home near the intersection of T.C. Jester and Petty Street back in 1999. Prosecutors say a Texas prison inmate has now confessed to committing the crime. Evening to you, I'm Mia Gradney.
And I'm Len Cannon. Tomorrow, that suspected killer will face a judge for the crime. Matt Doherty has been unraveling the mystery for us. He's in downtown with more on the story. Matt?
Yeah, we just met with officials, Lynn, and they tell us what happened in this cold case is almost unheard of. People who knew the woman in life were shocked to hear the news as well. Petty Street in the Heights area has a face that's changed with time. Among the freshly built duplexes, you can still find relics of the past, some with a dark past.
It was such an awful thing. I remember that I was in shock, but it was a weird shock because I was just a small girl then.
Ana Rodriguez grew up on this block of Petty Street and was only 9 when it happened.
Siento nervios. I cried this night.
18 years ago, 93-year-old Novell McKissack was living alone and certainly had no enemies.
The scene was very bloody.
The elderly woman's body was found 3 days after she'd been beaten, strangled, and stabbed. And other than a sketch of a possible suspect, police were out of leads until one day 3 years ago. Texas prison inmate San Diego Delgado wrote a letter confessing to what he did back then when he was 15 years old while robbing a house to get money for drugs.
He wanted to get it off of his chest, that it just weighed heavily on it. Having seen the crime scene, the heinous nature of the offense, I fully believe that something like this would certainly weigh on you, even serving a sentence in adult prison.
The news that the murder may finally be solved is a relief to Ana Rodriguez, who now lives in the home where the elderly woman was killed. As it turned out, McKissack had already made plans for the Rodriguez family across the street to have her home when she died.
We ended up with her house because it was something that she wanted for us.
Now, prosecutors tell us Delgado will face a judge tomorrow. Back to you.
So, Matt, Delgado confessed 3 years ago, 2014. What took so long for him to be charged?
Well, we asked prosecutors that exact same question, Lynn, and what they're telling us is they had to just match the confession along with some of the physical evidence that they already had from the crime scene, you know, like fingerprints, blood DNA, all of those things. It takes a while to process that through the crime labs, but once they were able to establish that match, they felt confident that they could move ahead with prosecuting this case. Back to you.
Justice long overdue, but finally here. Thank you so much.